Hi leaders from Principals Leadership 2. This is week 9 with Mrs. Brown. Our topic this week is values line. Keep in mind the word values as we do this activity today. You worked on your own core values before last year within Principals Leadership 1, and so this activity is just going to extend upon that. Let's go ahead and take a look at our learning concepts and goals for this activity. Our learning concepts are self-awareness, personal values, peer pressure, groupthink, and moral independence, which keep in mind we know what peer pressure is, but groupthink is when a whole group gets together and makes a decision based on a groupthink, which is really the decision of maybe possibly a few, versus moral independence, which is your independent thoughts. Your goals. Participants will or can identify concepts and ideas that relate closely to who they are, gain a basic understanding of personal values, and standing up for one's beliefs. Last but not least is learning more about others in a group and how they can work together in light of different values. Also, what I want you to think about is some values remain the same throughout life, whether others change as a person growing older or gets involved in different activities or with different groups. Knowing your value is very important. It allows you to make decisions more easily because you know exactly how you feel about something. Knowing what friends or families value also helps people stay true to their feelings and beliefs. This awareness allows individuals to maintain their own values with respecting the values of others. They can identify ideas everyone agrees upon and recognizing where differences may arise. This continuum activity that we are going to do starting right now represents how people can share similar beliefs yet express themselves differently through their own personalities. For example, you may become aware that you share a common view of yourself with others in this group, or you may relate to the same word but just in a different way. Keep in mind that if we did this activity live, there would be maybe peer pressure added, where if your friend goes to one end and you might want to go to the other, accepting that that's okay, that you could be friends but have different aspects on your values of these different things. So here's what I would like you to do. This is a line that represents a continuum, a progression of choices. I'm going to read some pairs of words or phrases, and for each pair, on one end of this continuum, there will be represented by a word or a phrase starting over here, and on the other end, it will represent a second word. Listen to these words and decide which one is more important to you. Which word represents you better or feels like a better fit? Then what I would like you to do is decide where the word fits on your list, and you're going to be writing that word down underneath your continuum based on where you feel you are. And you can do this activity by clearly moving the star either this way or that way, depending on where you are. So if I looked at the first one, I look at saver or spender, I would put myself actually right in between because I save, but I also spend. Would I rather go to New York City or Montana? I'd rather be in New York City, so I would be clear on the end of that spectrum. Would I rather be a captain or a player? Well, it depends on the game. I might more like to be a captain than a player. So that's an example of what you're going to do for the continuum. You're going to figure out where you stand on this line basically. If it depends on the situation, try to stand in the middle if it's either one or the other equally, but make sure maybe to indicate where you are on the continuum more clearly if you side one way or the other more heavily, so make that very evident. You can break up your continuum line individually if you want, however you would like to organize this. I'm letting you do so and giving you the freedom of however you would like to create your line of continuum. So let's go ahead and get started. The first list of words, as I said, was saver, spender. Where do you see yourself on this line? Please mark that down. New York City versus Montana. Captain versus player. Solitary versus social. Caretaker versus taken care of. Breakfast or dinner. Talker, listener. Teacher, student. Watcher, doer. Leader, follower. Walking, running. Read the book or watch the movie. Organized or cluttered. Unplanned or scheduled. Tortoise or hare. Here, meaning present, or there, in the future. Risk taker, cautious. Director, where you have a vision, or actor, where you see the results. Soccer, physical activity. Chess, mental activity. Rainbow, the journey, or pot of gold, the destination. Straight line, being a rule follower, or curve, rule questioner. A hybrid car, luxury car. A thinker, feeler. Spring, autumn. Agree, positive, disagree, negative. Facts, ideas. Justice, meaning fairness, or mercy, compassion. Suit or jeans. Chihuahua or Labrador. Tardy or punctual. Peacemaker or judge. Okay, thank you for doing that activity. I would like you to email me your line continuum and your list of words from this activity. Remember, you can make that however you like it to look. It's up to you how you want to present that to me. Also, for this week, I would like you to go into Blackboard and complete this week's discussion board, talk about it, and share your ideas to the questions and then respond to your peers. As always, all assignments are due by Thursday at 5. Any questions or concerns, please feel free to ask. I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks.